Hey, hello you all. Welcome to the NetMinion Solutions. Today we would be starting out a new demo for the Python. So before starting Python, I know that multiple of you people when learn about or listen about any of the scripting language, you used to get fear that okay, either I would be able to take this up or no. So please remove those fear because Python is very simple language. Okay. So when I am talking about Python, in Python, I will say that it is a language for the beginners. From the very basics, we would be starting it. So it is the language of the beginners one. And Python, why Python is great language for the beginner level programmers? Because it is very easy to understand. So later on, when I will, come to my demo, I will tell you more about my demo. You guys will be able to understand that why it is easy to understand, how we can, work on the Python, and what are the usage of the Python. But meanwhile, let us, begin from over here. So Python is a great language for the beginner level programmers, and it supports the development of a wide range of the application. Even from the simple text, I will say, even from the simple text to the dub browser things, or maybe I will say to the gaming. It support a lot of variety. If I will talk about couple of the history of Python, Python is not a very new language. It came a way before the Java came. Java in the market came in 1995, whereas Python come in 1989. But due to its easiness, due to its simpliness, Python is now picking up so much pace in the market with the advancement of your machine learning, with the advancement of your artificial intelligence. So Python is now taking the boom. And if you see, if you will talk about any of the technology, either you are in the Cisco, either you are in the F5, either you are in the firewall side or in any side, you guys are hearing about the Python or about the automation in day-to-day life. So I will say this is one of the fastest growing language. When I'm saying it is the one of the fastest growing language, in terms of what? In terms of number of developers which are using it, or maybe I will say in the number of terms of developer who are creating the new libraries. So just let me tell you that libraries are something, a small program which main developers are creating for you guys, and you can leverage those programs into your own program. Means you are just copying out the complex program into your easy program so that you can have the accessibility of the device. To access the device reachability, we have a program, let telnet library we have. We can use this telnet library probably in our demo. I will show you about the telnet thing, don't worry. So you can call any of the library, you can take that library into the leverage of your own program, and that is the reason why number of giants, top big giants, I will say, big name I will say, right? Like I can say Google, I can say Yahoo, I would say YouTube, I will say Dropbox, even I will say NASA. These big brand names are also using Python, not as their main maybe language, but their supporting language for sure. So Python is in the peak, high peak. Okay. This language was written by, or I will say the author or the father of the Python was Guido van Rossum, a Dutch developer he is. Okay. And One particular, I will take one very good name for the Python language. Okay, that is Reddit. Maybe you guys can Google it. That Reddit is a particular website which is totally written on the Python. Let me quickly maybe open the Google and search out for you guys that Reddit has how much database. Reddit. So you can see this is Reddit. If I will see, this is oh this is American social news aggregation. Okay, and you can able to understand that if there is something related to the news, how much good database this site should be having. So this particular website written on the Python, not from the original. Okay, but yes, now it is migrated to the Python totally. So when I am talking about Python, Python is nothing but it is your general purpose language. General purpose language. Why I am talking about the general purpose language? Because it can be used in a wide area, maybe starting from the machine learning, maybe to your GUI things, maybe your artificial intelligence, maybe your software development, maybe your web development, and lot of things you can use through the Python. But when we are doing the Python thing over here, it means I'm not interested for any of other things. I'm just interested for my networking. How for my networking devices, I can give some kind of value addition by putting out the automation over there. In the networking, whatever devices you have, it's not the vendor specific, by the way. It can be used on the Juniper, HP, okay, Dell, but obvious Cisco. So lot of other vendors, whatever you think about, there are a lot of libraries coming into the market in day-to-day life, and you can use those libraries for your networking stuff. Not even to the networking stuff, I will say. Even if you are through the Palo Alto, you are working on the checkpoint, you are working on the firewalls, you are working on the F5. Okay, I would be telling you all of these libraries how to use on the F5 also. So when we will be going to these particular course, you will be able to understand that when we need to access our device, this is not the legacy thing like telnet or SSH. But apart from this, there is RESTconf, there is netconf. These two terms are coming into the picture. And if I'm not wrong, if you guys have heard about SDN, software defined network, in the SDN, if I will go to any of the side, maybe WAN side, it is SD-WAN, LAN side, it is SD access, maybe data center side, it is Epic controller, or maybe API you can talk about, okay, ACI, sorry. So let me talk about SD-WAN, okay. In SD-WAN, how the all of things is going on. Maybe you guys are not aware about it. Even if you are working on the SD-WAN, you need not to learn about these things. But yes, if you are aware about these concepts, that how in the background controllers are talking with your WAN as devices, you would be able to more and more focus towards the automation. So in case of SD-WAN, the concept is that there is a controller zone. Okay, there is a controller zone, and let us say there is WAN edge devices. WAN edge devices. In the controller zones, we have couple of the controllers available. I am just taking only 3 controllers. One is vManage, one is vSmart, one is vBond. Again, I am not talking about these controllers currently. I am more focused about on the automation. Let us take, we have vEdge over here, or maybe let us take, we have cEdge over here. By any medium, either it is MPLS, either it is internet, either it is maybe LTE, whatever. All of these devices are connected with each other. Okay, bit like that, maybe. So when you are pushing something through the vManage, you are pushing a template to the vEdge. Have you guys ever thought what is the technology? How, when I am pushing the template through the vManage, how it is going to the vEdge? And it's nothing in the background, it is using REST code. Maybe in the class I will talk about the vManage and vEdge. I can show you an example also, don't worry. But eventually it is REST conf which is pushing those templates, pushing all of those policies, templates, whatever onto your vEdge. When we talk about the cEdge, it is nothing, it is just your netconf which is coming into the picture. So even your SD-WAN, SD access, Epic controller in the ACI, or whatever SDN technology you talk about, you are going towards the automation only. And if you have heard about vendor VeloCloud, they have a new name of the CLI. They say CLI is no more there. Now RESTconf is the new CLI, or maybe NetConf is the new CLI. So you can see that even the big giants are using these kind of automation on a very big scale, on a very big level. So let me tell you one thing. When we heard about these terms, usually we get into the fear, either I would be able to cope up it up with or no. So let me tell you, if you don't have any experience, literally any experience in any of programming language, even then you can learn Python for sure. Okay, why? Because Python is damn easy. Secondly, when we are taking the classes, we will be starting from the scratch, from the level 0, literally from the level 0. And I don't know who are new to the NetMinion, but if you will see our YouTube videos, you can see even in 2020, we publish a video that how to, create network diagram through the Python, network diagram through Python. If you get some time, please watch out this video. The script is not visible but obvious, but you can able to see that what is the power of Python. And you can able to see that even Python is populating a very good graphic in front of us, and it is showing that okay, what all the devices that are connected into your network. So we would be starting from the level 0. When I'm saying level 0, literally it is level 0. Okay, then from there we would be talking about what is the fundamental of the Python, what is the syntax of the Python, what are the concepts of the Python. We would be starting from the level 0, means level 0. Then Python has some version. Earlier version was 1.0, then 2.0 come into the picture. Now 3.x probably I will say into the picture. So when you are learning from us, we will be focusing on the newest version of the Python, not on the older one. And let me tell you, just for your information, guys, that these two versions are not compatible with each other. Scripts which are running on the Python 2.0, okay, any 2.x probably I will say, it cannot be compatible with 3.x. So we would be learning on the third version of the Python. That is the history of Python. I hope so far all of you are on the same page, all of you are in the sync. Okay, so before starting in, maybe before showing you a little bit practical, let me just copy definition of the Python from the Google. Google is saying Python is a high level interpreted interactive, and object oriented scripting language. Let us have some words from here. So Python is a high level. What does high level means? High level means that some, if I will make a scale, this is towards your machines. I will say this is towards your machines, this is towards your human. So when I'm saying high level, it means this is more inclined to your human, towards your human. Okay, or human can more readable, it is more readable for the humans. If I will talk about I rule, probably the people who are from the F5 side, they can able to understand the TCL language I rule. More inclined, maybe I will say equally inclined toward the human and the machine. There are some machine level language which are more inclined to the machine, low level language. So when I am saying high level, it means Python is more inclined towards the human, bit like your English language when you are writing down. Similarly, Python would be so easy that when you are trying to make the program, you can able to understand. What do you mean by interpreted? There are two kind of thing. One is interpreter. Second thing is compiler. Although we don't require this stuff, but you should be aware about it because you came into the demo. So you should be aware about some of the fundamentals. When you come out of this demo, you should have some knowledge. Interpreter means like one by one, the thing will be get interpreted and the program will be get executed. Compiler means first compiler will compile whole the program in one go. And if there is no issue, only then it will be get executed. So if in case of compiler, if I have the issue on the 50th line, this and none of the line, will be get executed. Whereas in case of interpreter, if the 50th line has some issues, the 49th line will be get executed. It's only 50th line which will throw the error. Okay, very simple to understand what is interpreted and what is compiler. Very plain language, right? Now, if we talk about the interactive, again, interactive means what? Interactive means bit like your English keywords frequently you are using over here. Bit like that kind of punctuation you are using over here. So you're constructing your language or maybe script bit like very maybe I could say that it is directly towards your English language only. Object oriented. So it is OOP. We used to say it as OOP. Okay. What does it means? Object oriented means it is more focused towards its objects. Maybe I will let you know about the objects and all of the stuff when we will be starting our classes. Currently, let us not focus more on the object oriented thing. Okay. First, you should be aware about what is objects. But before moving further, let me open one of the NetMinion.net. This is our website, guys. You can just go to our website. You can see what all courses we used to take. Okay. Now I am just maybe going to the Python. So if you will go to the Python, scroll it down. Okay. Click on this download now for your download button. Okay. So one slide will open in front of you. Okay, it got open. So you can see what all syllabus we include. We include introduction. Okay, this is the foundation. Maybe I will say module 1, which is based on the foundation. And you can go through all of those things like what we teach. Okay, you can able to take all of the things from there. Module 2, for the networking expert candidates who are working on the Cisco devices, Juniper devices, Dell devices, HP devices, lot of other vendors. Maybe I am not taking the whole name. If you wanted to introduce automation into your environment, then you can go for the module 2 from module 1. Okay, there are a lot of examples shown over there, a lot of libraries shown over there. Then module 3, people who are working on the load balancer, or I will say ADC, application delivery controller, either it is LTM, GTM, ASM, APM, whatever. I will teach you the tips and tricks how to log in on your FI device through the Python. Once you are able to understand about that stuff, you can easily write down your own scripts to make the complex programs, probably. Okay. Module 4. Module 4 is bit like, little bit advanced, I will say. Okay, where we are creating couple of the apps, like I was showing you that one app I created. I was talking about that in our demo, that you can build up your network diagram through the Python. Module 4, we will be talking about that. Module 5 is somewhat very special. Okay, so much advanced, that using Django is nothing but it is a web framework of your Python. So how through the web portal you can maybe build up some of the program that your Python script is talking with the backend devices and populating all of the data in the well formatted web format. Okay, so those things we would be gonna cover into this special designed comprehensive program. Not only this, let me tell you one more thing. There is a lab which you guys will be get provided. Okay, this is cloud based lab. Okay, and if I am just right clicking over here just to start these devices, maybe I can give you a demo also if you want, like how we can access a router. So if I will click over here, so this device is getting up. Okay, this is my network router. Show IP interface brief. I have a couple of the IPs over here. Maybe I have one loopback. Let me delete this loopback. Interface loopback 0. No, I don't want this loopback. Let me save this configuration. Close it. Okay. So I would be explaining about this whole topology later on. But obvious, if you will click over here, you will be opening with maybe the Windows machine. Let it get opened. Maybe let me scale to the window. Okay, this is a window machine. Onto this window machine, I have my, what to say, Python is installed over here. So if I wanted to show you, let me go to the command prompt. Let me show you command prompt. If I will write down Python, you can see I am running with Python 3.8.5 version. Okay. If I wanted to see something, maybe I wanted to go for the help. It is showing me, okay, what kind of help you want, you tell us. To get the list, modules are there. There are a lot of help system you can have. Okay. So that I can go with, maybe help with maybe list. Give me a minute. So maybe let me show you if I need to do something like if you are aware about for loops. For and in range 11, okay, the range will start from 0 to 1 less whatever I am putting over here. Then there is something known as indentation 1 2 3 4. Probably I am putting out some of the lines over there, and print function I am printing something like welcome to 2022 Python course. Okay, and here I am just closing it, and I am putting the value also of the n. When I will put enter, you can see that it is starting from 0 to 10 time. So if I need to create 100 of VLANs, 100 of thousand of VLANs, it is a part of only 2 lines or 3 lines, 5 lines maximum. Rest, all of the things through your script will be pushed on all of the devices in a very, very efficient way. So one demo I usually show all of you guys, okay, so that you can able to understand how Python works. So let me go to the Google and find telnet library Python. Is internet working? No. Let me check why internet is not working. Give me a minute. I'm sorry, internet gateway is not on. That this device comes up. Once this device would be up, I would be having the internet connectivity, and I can, go to the internet and do lot of stuff. So how this device, how this lab is built? For that, I have initial, slide ready. So if I will show you, you can check this workbook. All of you guys, will get this workbook. You can see that, okay, this is the lab scenario, what we need to do, what kind of IP addressing we need to use. I am explaining about that. Okay. What is big IP? If you guys are not aware, maybe I am explaining about that. How you need to configure the big IP unit. What is the default credentials? I am explaining about that. Okay. What the commands to modify the management IP address, what the command to check out it. I am explaining about each and every bit of information over there. Then management PC, what kind of IP address I need to use on management PC, what should be the default gateway, what I am doing over here for the reachability of F5 devices, for the reachability of the network devices, routers, switches, lot of things. I am putting everything. What is the configuration that need to be done on my L3 configuration side? Okay, I am putting over there. Maybe on my internet gateway, what I need to use, what kind of NAT I am using. So how the NAT is used, what kind of NATing technology I need to use, each and everything I am explaining about over here. So don't worry, when you would be enrolling for the classes, you would not have 0% idea that okay, what is going on. So you would have each and everything available for you. Let me check. It should be open now. Telnet library Python. Okay, internet is now working, and same lab will be get allocated to you guys so that you can create your Python lab by your own self. So if you see, this is a very small program, very small program. Let me copy it. This is a small program of the Telnet taking through the Python. I am just copying into maybe into Notepad, not into the sticky notes. Sorry. Let me go to the Notepad. So if I will go over here, you can see that I am importing a couple of the things. What I am importing is nothing, but it is the libraries about which I was talking earlier. Let me make the format maybe font bigger, probably 12. Yep, better than before. Okay. So it is saying what is the host, means what is the IP address where you want to take telnet. Let me go into my device. Let me see what is the IP address configured on this particular device. Okay. If I will see over here, show IP interface brief 150.113. Let me close this. Maybe let it put over here. If I need to take console again, 150.113, 150.113. Let me just copy this. Control C. Let me put on the local host also. So this is my local host. Let me save this. Let me save this script, and I'm saving it to the test. And today is 30th of Jan. Let me put 30th of Jan. Extension of Python program is .py. Let me use all files and let me use .py extension over here. Save this. Okay. Host is 150.113. User, this is host is nothing a variable which is storing this value. User will say that enter your remote account. It doesn't look good to me. I would say that enter your username. Okay. Enter your username. It is taking the password, going to the host, reading about the login. It's not login probably. Let me show you. If I open it, it will prompt for, I am sorry, maybe I took the SSH. I am showing you the example of telnet. Let me open it with the template 151.113 telnet. Okay, it is prompting for the username, same username I need to put over here. That okay, till my username is prompted, you read about it and then write the username, whatever I am storing into the user. Password, whatever password you are putting, the password would be there. Then I need to do something. What I am doing. So by such a few lines, I am logging into the device. Now, if I need to do something into my device, what is this B stands for? What is this /n? All of those things, please, please, please ignore for now. It is very easy things, but I need to build up your foundation for getting you understand about these small tasks. So let me copy these things, maybe copy this. Okay. Control V, Control V, Control V. So I need to go to the conf terminal. Under the conf terminal, I am going to the interface loopback 100 probably. Over there, let me configure some of the IP address, maybe IP address 1.1.1.100.255.255.255.255. Okay, then let me get out of it by end and then exit. So let me check again 150.1.1.3. Currently, oh, again I took the SSH. So telnet 150.1.1.3. So it is Cisco, password is Cisco. I am into the router, show IP interface brief, show IP interface brief. Currently, I don't have any loopback, right? Let me save this script. Let me close this script. To run this script, let me go to the command prompt. Okay, there are n number of ways. I will let you know the different ways. You can see 20 Jan is there. So let me just say Python, and okay. First of all, I need to go into the absolute path where this script is there, there. So I need to go cd to the desktop. If I will say ls, not ls, what is that? dir, I hope. dir, yeah, 20 Jan is there. If I will go to the Python, I will write down Python followed by the name 20th of Jan .py. If I will hit enter, I hope you guys able to see that it is asking what is the username. Username is Cisco. It is saying what is the password. Password is also Cisco. When I would put enter, you can see it is entering into the device, going to the config T, configuring the loopback 100, putting the IP onto that, pushing the end command and exiting from the device. Let me check on my router now, show IP interface brief, and you can see, yes, it is get configured. So that is the power of libraries. Now you should be aware about the libraries, how libraries work. What is the proper fundamental of the libraries? So if you are aware about each of these kind of things, you guys will be able to understand lot of things. Okay. By the way, if you will go to the Python, okay, and you need to check, maybe go to the help menu. Okay, you are into the help menu. No, help. Okay, under the help, if you wanted to check lot of topics, you can just click on topics. You can see there are a lot of topics available over there. Okay, maybe I come out the help. So there are a lot of the topics there. Maybe you need to run about tuples. Here is the tuples thing. So put the tuples. Okay, maybe case sensitive. Put enter, and you can see all of the help regarding the tuples is there. You can read about these concepts in a very good way if you wanted to read. Even though over the internet also there are a lot of things available, but what's my job over here is to make you feel comfortable about the language. So I hope you guys able to understand how the Python would be useful into our environment, what we can do using the Python. And I will also make you a surety, can give you a surety when you are learning the Python, you will learn it as a fun, not as a burden. Okay, so don't worry, when you will be learning Python, it would be fun classes, because each and every class include the fun exercise. There would be the practical cases or practical examples included into each and every class. It's not the theoretical or the boring lectures. It would be the practical classes for sure. One thing. Second thing, it would be around 20 plus hours of course. Okay, and we will be delivering this training during our weekends. Weekend, when I am saying, I don't know in which country you are hosted, maybe different weekends for different countries, but for India it would be Saturday and Sunday. Timing, maybe you can contact with us for the timing. For the fees, you can contact with us. For the discount, you can maybe contact with us, whatever the discount which is running on for the available batches, you guys can able to avail that, and you guys can able to take this opportunity, grab this opportunity, and can do a lot of things into your environment. Okay, question time. If anybody has any question, please ask. If no, maybe we are good to wrap up. Is there any question? Shruti, Dipansh, Rani, Chakrabati?
No.
Okay. Sure then. Thank you. We can wrap up for today. Have a great day ahead.